Naming a new...
All right, welcome folks to the Let's Go Fishing show, and Mike, good to have you as my guest again tonight.
Well, good to be here.
Good to be here. That's good. That's great. Want to say, well, my dang battery pack keeps falling down. All right, we better say hello to Dad.
Oh, definitely.
And Polly and Bill's watching. Gay's gone back to back home for a few days, and then she's supposed to come back. I also want to say hello to Stevie Collins and his family. They're loyal watchers of the show, and appreciate them doing that for sure. We got. I had to apologize to Travis Lumens, our Mike.
Yeah.
I should have had him over here a couple of weeks ago. He's the director of the St. Jude's tournament. He's going to call in here in a few minutes and give us the details of the tournament, how they're going to handle the blast off and the parking and all that kind of stuff there at Kingston City Park. That's going to take place Saturday morning, and we'll be looking forward to his phone call. He's kind of like me. He's been so busy he didn't know which way up was.
Yes, sir.
And so we're going to get that done. And then last Friday, I had an opportunity to go over to Fort Loudon and Tellico at the canal ramp there.
Yeah.
New Providence Baptist Church was putting on a kids thing. It's called Fishing for Missions. And last year they had over 400 kids participate in that event.
I was worried about them getting rained out, you know. That's what I was worried about.
Well, Mike, let me tell you what. When I got off the interstate there on 40 there at the Lenore City exit, it's like you just opened the floodgates.
Yeah.
I mean, it, buddy, and so the closer I got to Fort Loudon Dam, the harder the rain was, and it never let up. Well, I thought the same thing you did. That anyway, as I got to top of the hill there, looking at on the new road, you know, where they're doing the construction there below the dam, I got through the red light there at the main intersection and got over towards the dam, and man, it come a pop of lightning. I'm telling you, I thought it. You know, it done struck me or the damn one. I didn't know which. Yeah, I mean, it was a dandy. Anyway, I got over there to the canal, and they had a couple of big tents, or 3 or 4 tents set up, 2 huge tents. And them kids, it was all the adults was under the tent, and they had the tent set up. The women had fixed hot dogs and 3 different kinds of chili and slaw. I mean, you know, and they had sweet cakes and all this stuff. And anyway, they were set up in one tent, and they had the magicians and or the musicians set up in the other tent, and a bunch of chairs and tables and stuff. It was a pretty nice thing. But like I said, the kids was just running around there, soaking wet, splashing. There I pulled over at the other side and put my rain suit on. But I really enjoyed it. Bottom line, it was they were expecting about 600 kids this year. They've done this now this year made the 4th year, and like I said, last year they had over 400 kids there to participate, and they were expecting and I'd say they probably would have got them if it hadn't been for the weather. Yeah, the weather came in, and the preacher there, Mark Caldwell, he's the pastor there at the church, and he was running around there soaking wet, didn't even have a raincoat or nothing on, and I got to talk to him a little bit, and and got the lowdown on what was going on. But they put on a nice event, and I've got some film. I'm going to show on that here in a little bit. We get Travis on the phone here. We'll get into the film. I do want to show that, and I also got some film where the high school bass club guys, Kingston, Coalfield, Wartburg, and Midway was all represented down there last Saturday in the fishing tournament, high school fishing tournament, and that was the last one for this year. This spring.
Yeah.
And then they'll start again in September. They've got several more tournaments to fish. Now they've got this, what was it they called it? Can't think of it right now. Should have wrote it down. They go to another level if you want to fish them. They've got 5 tournaments scheduled. The first one starts, I think, on Chickamauga on September the 4th, and then it goes to Douglas and Cherokee and Norris and Fort Loudon, I think it was. But they won't interfere with the 3 local tournaments that they've got scheduled for coming in the fall. So those guys have got a plan. Next generation, that's what they call that, the tournament trail. They'll go in if they want to fish those, and they'll, we got all summer to figure all that out for sure. So, but we'll get into that film here in a few minutes. And Dylan, how about showing us the pictures that we got up here just a few minutes ago on the topsoil down at Corner Lot Trading there, while we're waiting on this phone call? Have you got, yeah, there we go. Now folks, look at this right here. That's at Corner Lot Trading, and that is a sifter. That's a sifter. Now let's go, Gary Baisley's got that at Corner Lot Trading. Now let's go to the second picture. There's what the topsoil looks like when he gets it. That's roots and rocks and junk in the topsoil. Now let's go to the third picture. There's what it looks like when it comes through the sifter. And the fourth picture. Out there's what it looks like piled up. He's got the best topsoil going right now, I'll just tell you. Last week he told me he had people coming from 100 miles away to get that topsoil.
Yeah, you screen that stuff out there, man. You got some good material in.
You've got some good material. He's got good material coming in, but it's got roots and rocks and that kind of thing in it, and he's taking and screening that through that screener.
Yeah.
And
well, you just about have to, because all them roots. No telling what might sprout up out of it.
That's right.
You liable to get hedge bushes or any kind of trees or anything coming up out of it. So you got to sift it out.
Yeah. I agree. We better close that flapper on that camera. Don't want to be after that in a minute. Yeah. So remember that, folks. Corner Lot Trading there in Rockwood. They deliver, and they've got the red dirt. If you just need some field dirt, they've got that available too. Then, like I said, last week he had the 600, got in 600 cross ties, and they were high-grade cross ties, so, if you're needing some lawn work, landscaping material, to work on your lawn with, or whatever, and if you just need some red field dirt, he's got access to that, and gravel, stone for your driveway, or the landscaping stone, he's got that on the lot down there. So if you're looking for any of that kind of material, give Corner Lot Trading a phone call there, and Gary'd be glad to hear from you, and I guarantee you he'll make arrangements to take care of whatever it is you need. And if you've got means to haul your stuff, they've got skid steers and down there to load you up with, and all that kind of. You even had a track hole sitting there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they can take care of you, and at good prices also. And don't forget, he's got all that black mulch along with the topsoil.
Yeah, sure does.
So
there's your phone.
there's the phone call we've been looking for, so that'll be good. Let's see who we got. Hello, caller.
Hey, Steve. Travis Lemons. How you doing?
Hey, Travis, man, I done told everybody you was going to call in, and I apologized for not getting you on the show a couple of weeks ago. But listen, you're sounding good. We got there. Communications is great. Give us a little rundown on how things are going to develop down there Saturday morning, will you?
Yes, sir. This year will be the fourth annual course, and we're going to do it again at the city park there in Kingston. And of course, that's Waltz Bar Lake, as most everybody knows. And we're going to get there at 4 o'clock Saturday morning and start taking up registration and getting you guys in the water. We'll be down there tomorrow night from 5 till about 9 o'clock, trying to set things up. And we'll have registration with us there. If anybody wants to come by tomorrow evening by the city park and visit with us and sign up that way, they can. But if not, like I said, Saturday morning we'll be there at 4 o'clock, and we'll start taking registration just as quick as we can get set up under the table, or under the tent with the registration table, and checking live wells and getting guys in the water. And we hope to, if none of these thunder showers and thunderstorms are calling for tomorrow, we hope that doesn't affect anything fog-wise Saturday morning. So if everything goes smoothly, Steve, we look to try and get everybody, start sending guys out about 6:15, 6:30 at the very latest Saturday morning.
Oh, man, that sounds like you got everything. I know you guys do such a good job. I ain't worried about a thing. You make it happen.
A lot of work, a lot of planning goes in.
A lot of work, a lot of planning. Sure is.
Yes, sir, it is that. It's we are very fortunate to have a lot of good help show up that day. We've got a lot of great help throughout the year trying to get this event ready to go, and it takes an army of people to pull one of these off the way we like to try to do it to help the kids in that hospital. And we like to think it's a pretty good system the way we do it, but there's always something, like I've told you in the past, you always see or learn a little something yourself, or get feedback from you guys or someone else that's been there more, and you try to tweak it a little and learn, and we try to do the best we can. I know a lot of people kind of question city park option for parking for you guys for the trucks and trailers, and but with the overflow of the high school parking lot across the street and a couple other ramps around us, allowing you to come in from those ramps for boat, the setup at the park works really well for us with the pavilion there and a big flat area up top where we do all the tables and tents and the trailer with the scales and everything that afternoon. It's a great setup, and I think it's went pretty smoothly so far, but we'll just have to see. I think we're growing, and possibility of outgrowing that location. We may have to look elsewhere down the road. We do need help with some docking facilities there at the city park, and I've been in touch with the city of Kingston, trying to communicate with those folks, try to really upgrade the docking area for the boats there in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
But so far it's went well, and we're going to try it again this weekend, and we'll see how it goes.
But buddy, you guys have done a wonderful job, and I'm glad you mentioned the parking. You've got if once the park fills up, or that adjacent area right there close by, you park at the high school, and you guys ferry them back to the boat to the floating dock. Is that right?
Yes, sir. That's correct.
Yeah.
What we've done the last couple of years there, Steve, is the city of Kingston Police Department has they're on board with us, and Mr. Washington and his guys, and they'll allow us to run golf carts back and forth across the road that morning and that afternoon to shuttle drivers back and forth from the trucks to the boat ramp. Those that do park over at the high school for overflow parking.
Right.
And first off, I'd like to thank those guys for that, the city of Kingston Parks and Rec, for the facilities. But I also would like to say a big thanks to the Rome County School System and Rome County High School for allowing us to use that property for overflow parking. It's a big help.
Yeah.
But we the past 2 years we've had 2 golf carts, and I think this year we're going to have either 4 or 5, possibly a 6th golf cart. So that ought to really having those extra parts for these guys.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of what we try to do. And I've had a lot of guys call here lately, and they're not familiar with the area that are coming for the first time. And Lad Landing is an option. You can launch there and come up by boat, or 58 Landing there across the lake over in Kingston. You can launch there and come over by boat. And for those that do come in by boat from another ramp, you've got to come up to the bank and get out and either pay and sign in and get your blast-off ticket number, boat number, or come up if you've already pre-registered and check in and get your boat ticket number. So at that time, we'll have some help along the bank that morning, and we'll glance in your live wells at that point when you come up from another ramp and check in, and that's how we'll handle the guys that launch at a different site and come in.
Yeah. That's been done in a lot of tournaments, Travis. So you're just carrying on with a tradition there, buddy. So that sounds good.
That's about all you can do, really.
That's all you can do. Man, it sounds good. Let's talk about what we're doing. Why we having the tournament. Now I want to hear about the St. Jude's.
Okay. Well, as we all know, this tournament does benefit St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, and the $25 right off the top of each $100 entry fee goes to St. Jude's, and then after we pay the top 20 and 2 big fish prizes, whatever's left will go to St. Jude's.
Uh-huh.
Now, also on top of that, we've got some items we're selling tickets on for chances to win on things. We've got a 16-foot White River John boat with a trailer and a 15-horse Mercury engine.
Uh-huh.
We're going to give that away Saturday afternoon. We've been pushing that thing since back in January at the East Tennessee Fishing Show. And we've also got a Yeti cooler, as we've had the past couple of years. We're going to give it away. We're trying to raise money through selling chances on that Yeti cooler. We've got a 50-50 drawing that day, and somebody will get a chance to take a little money home as well as split that pot with the kids at St. Jude's. So, we're just trying to do everything we can to raise as much money for that hospital as we can. The proceeds from this tournament, they go into an account combined with the Rome County Invitational Golf Tournament that we have every year. And we also have a motorcycle ride late in the fall. And that's all under one committee, which is Rome County St. Jude Events Committee. And the funds for the bass tournament combined with those events. And then usually at the end of the year, the following year, we will donate the money to St. Jude's. We have a rep from St. Jude's and ALSAC that usually will come up once a year or every other year, and we will most of the time get a St. Jude patient to actually come up with him, and we'll have a banquet and present him our check to take back to Memphis to the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of, we do it to support those kids, and we actually, a couple of weeks ago, we had our golf tournament the first weekend of May, and we gave them $122,000, and that was from last year's events. So that kind of gives you an idea of what we're able to do for the kids and help out. And but first and foremost, it comes from all you guys and everybody else out there that participates in our events and that buys these tickets on these items and that makes these donations and that sponsors our events.
Yeah.
It couldn't. Greg Hill, commissioner of our committee, always says you can't go wrong doing a good thing, and it also takes all of us to do what we do, and that couldn't be any further from the truth.
Yeah. Man, that sounds good, Travis. I can't say enough. The people in this area are just good about helping when there's a cause and a need, and so and this way we get to help the kids and get to enjoy a day fishing too.
Yeah,
absolutely. That's exactly right. And I've been fortunate to get to visit the hospital twice, and it's a life-changing experience, Steve, when you get to visit that hospital. And I'm just since I've been a part of the Rome County Committee for about 8 years, and then about 4 years ago we started this fishing tournament, and this basically is what I put my heart and soul into every year now for the that really, that's something else. And like I said a minute ago, it's a life-changing experience. And it really, at the end of the day, when we're able to give St. Jude's that kind of check, almost year in and year out, that really does put a warm place in your heart.
I understand. Yes, sir.
It really makes you feel good about what you're able to get out here and do. So it's really rewarding. And for me, this Saturday is probably the highlight of the entire 6 months. I don't know what I get more joy out of, seeing the check we give them, or this particular tournament of I-3, and being out there seeing those boats go by me that morning.
Yeah, I understand, buddy.
It's a pretty special thing.
You got some good businesses backing you there too, hadn't you, Travis?
Yes, sir, we do. I'm glad you got to that. I was sitting here looking over some of these right now, and I was going to take time to mention them. I'm glad you brought that up. We've been really fortunate to have a lot of great people, business get behind us, and Bunch Marine, first and foremost, Curtis and his guys, they've been amazing all 4 years. Couldn't do it without them and their help in the Tennessee King Trail. They provide their big trailer with the stage and the scales. That's a great setup for us. So they're a huge part in helping us get this going. Lemons Construction, my father's company, he's been a major help of ours over the years. Knoxville TVA Employees Credit Union is another 4-year sponsor, along with Kim Joe Markets, based out of Maryville, Tennessee. They're a 4-year sponsor. So that's big time. Then we've also got the Rhone Alliance, which is Rhone Tourism. They're one of our big fish sponsors now. They've been on board, I think, the last couple of years we've had them. This will be their 3rd year, as well as the Bracey family, in memory of Mickey Bracey. Those are our 2 big fish prize sponsors, and which there's no buy-in for those big fish prizes, by the way, Steve.
Right.
Most, a lot of these tournaments there's a buy-in for the lunker fee. There's no buy-in for that. It's automatically included when you enter the tournament, and that money is put up by those sponsors. Kittrell's Kitchen on Galahar Road in Kingston, they're another sponsor for a 2nd year. They're a big help. And then we've also got Atomic Trades and Labor Council for a 2nd year. They're a sponsor.
Yeah.
And then also, obviously, City of Kingston Parks and Recreation and City of Kingston Police Department. And a new sponsor, actually a 2nd-year sponsor that has really stepped up big time, and we can't say thanks enough, is Long Electric. And Mr. Dan Long. He has really stepped up and helped us last year and this year even more. So we've got to throw a huge shout-out to Long Electric and Mr. Long. And if you need any electrical needs or work done, please give Mr. Long a call and see if he can help you folks out, because he's a great man.
Yeah. All right, but Travis, that sounds like a pretty good slate of sponsors, man. I know us fishermen appreciate them helping you get this thing going and keeping it going. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And with all these sponsors and all these guys fishing and stuff helps us, and for all the help we get, we try to give back to the fishermen some. First off, let me step back to the sponsors. We are there Saturday, kind of looking around, notice all of our signs staked around the property and the banners, and if you know these folks, if you see them, please say, just say thank you and acknowledge them and let them know you notice their signs at our tournament, because without these folks, just like the fishermen, it'd be hard for us to put this on. So they're a huge part, and I'd just like for some people to be able to acknowledge them and thank them for all their help, for helping us as well. But as far as you anglers go, we do door prizes, and we try to give a pretty good selection of door prizes away that day, Steve, as you know. And what we generally will do there is about 12 o'clock that day, I've got a group of volunteers, and we'll let everybody that fishes the tournament, their name goes into a pot one time, and we've got a list of door prizes randomly listed, and we'll let somebody draw in front of all those volunteers they'll reach in there and draw a name out, and we'll tag it to the first door prize.
Mm-hmm.
We'll reach in and draw another name, tag it to the next door prize, and we just go down the list of random door prizes, tagging names till we run out of names or door prizes. And we try to give everybody a little bit of something if we can for helping us give to the children.
I understand.
So, you might get a $60, $80, $100 rod, or $60, $80, reel, or rod and reel combo, or a real nice tackle bag, or a gallon of oil, or a $10 gift card, or a set of sunglasses. There's just all kinds of things we try to give away as door prizes that afternoon. Just a little something to say thanks to everybody.
Yeah. Well, man, that sounds like a good deal, and I'm looking forward to seeing you there Saturday morning.
That sounds good. We really appreciate you, Steve. I hate that we couldn't get coordinated to be on the show this year, but I do really appreciate you allowing us to call in and do an interview and giving us the opportunity to promote our tournament for St. Jude's through your show. You guys have been great to help us out and come participate and allow us to try to get our word across about our tournament through your show, and that means a lot to us. We really appreciate that.
Well, we appreciate you guys, and listen, don't let it stop here. Next year we'll definitely get ahead of the game and get you over here. But if you guys got something that you want to talk about, you can feel free to call in or come by and be with me. Just anything to help you. Okay.
Well, we sure do appreciate that, Steve. We greatly appreciate it.
All right, man. Listen, I appreciate you calling in, and like I said, folks, if you want to fish a tournament Saturday, this right here would be one for you to get into, and you can get in tomorrow afternoon, or you can get in Saturday morning. So Travis, we appreciate you, man, a whole lot, you and your group. Look forward to seeing you, and I can't wait to get there.
Steve, we look forward to seeing you guys, and thank you for everything you do. And for those out there that are watching that don't fish or cannot fish this Saturday, if you can come by, come on by. Come by and watch these guys weigh in, or come by and visit during the day and see what we're about. And we've got other ways you can participate on some of these items we've got, and buying tickets and donating that way. But it's just a great big thing Saturday, and we try to feed all the anglers and other people there that afternoon watching weigh in. We try to prepare some food. We've got a couple of people that are providing a meal that afternoon. Ratchet's Bar and Grill down in Rockwood, they're providing some food, as well as my father and his wife, and they're preparing that food. Some of it is provided by Ratchet's, and some of the rest of it is provided by them. But it's a good thing, and like I said, it's going to be hot, but hey, I can bear the heat when it's for those children.
I understand. I know exactly where you're coming from.
Can't do enough for them.
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah. With what they go through, a little bit of heat ain't nothing for us, man.
That's what I said. These kids in this hospital, they don't deserve what they're dealing with, and I always tell people, we think we've got problems trying to figure out where we want to go, or what we want to do, or what kind of this or that we want to have and buy, and we don't have problems. Those kids in that hospital, those parents that are thousands of miles away from home, having to do doctor visits 3 or 4 times a day for 6, 8, 12 months a year, whatever, or longer, fighting leukemia and fighting for their life. Those are the folks that have problems, and that's why we're here to try to do what we do, is to help those folks just a little bit. So it's a great thing, and I look forward to seeing everybody this Saturday at the Kingston City Park, Field St. Jude's.
All right, Travis, I'll tell you one thing. It's a humbling experience to be able to talk to you and hear you passionate about what you're supporting, and I appreciate you doing that, man.
And thank you, Steve. We really appreciate you as well, buddy.
All right, man. Talk to you Saturday morning.
All right, good night. Thank you, sir.
Good night, buddy. Thank you, buddy. All right, folks. That's the lowdown on the tournament, and the man has got a good point. Those kids down there need all the help we can give them. And,
right.
So we'll try to do that. And like I said, I didn't have him on here, but it didn't work out. But he done an excellent job here on the phone, and that'll save him some time of being up here and having to drive back home and all that good stuff. So we're moving right along. Dylan, did you you didn't get my camera to show that film, did you? No, okay. Oh, if you, I'll tell you what, do yeah, let me see that crappie picture right there. Mike's gonna have a fit, but he'll just have to have one. Is all I know. Show us that crappie picture. Mike, huh?
I done seen it.
You done see? How'd you see it?
In there on the computer before you put it on the disk.
Oh, you're kidding.
Before you put it on that flash drive, that's why you put it.
Oh, okay. I figured you'd be wanting to get your minnow bucket back out.
I caught a big crappie down
Ours Tony Gallagher and his buddy Terry there. They got I believe he said there's 14. Was it 14 there, Mike?
I think so.
Nice crappie, and called him there the other weekend. I hope he calls in over here and tells us what the deal is. I'd like to know if he caught him in 3 foot of water or 30 foot of water.
The other day, when I had grandson with me, he caught one on a rattle trap, and then I caught one on a crankbait that runs about 15 foot deep, and started winding up next to the boat, and all of a sudden jumped on it, you know. So.
Yeah. Oh,
they're hungry, they're biting, that's for sure.
Yeah, okay. All right, we can get Dylan in here to get my camera and get it plugged up, and maybe we can show the film from the Fishing for Missions over there and get that behind us, and we'll see that, and then we'll go right into the Kingston or the high school bass club deal and get all that show. Let's see who we got here. Hello, caller. Hey, Tony, what's going on?
Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
I caught them down there Saturday, about 20 and 25 foot deep.
Yeah. What's the deal with them fish still being out there at deep, Tony?
I don't know. It's about 60. What? The water's about 64. We's out there.
64. Okay. All right.
I wasn't had eggs on the 3.
Huh. So they hadn't spawned out.
I mean, we're fishing on the main channel. It's moving that water so much about all day. But
Right. Well, that water's colder. I mean, that's
yeah. It ain't had time to get hot as fast as it's moving.
That's a fact, Mike. It's coming out of the north and Cherokee and Loudon and everywhere else up there in the river. Was you up in the Kingston area? I don't, just
I was up in the Tennessee.
up in the Tennessee. Okay.
We went up to Tennessee, so I'm doing also come towards Canyon that area.
Yeah. Well.
Main channel everywhere though.
Yeah. Well, that's why that water was like it was. Mm.
It's clearing up, though.
Clearing up, yeah. Yeah. Well, have you talked to? I mean, I know there's people catching them shallow. Got to be. Have you know what I'm thinking? Because some of them done spawned. You know.
I thought over at Plants, they can catch them up there at Little Emery up there pretty shallow.
Yeah. In 2.5, 3 foot of water, you know, and that kind of thing. Some people I've talked to standing on the bank in places, you know, throwing out and catching them and catching some stripe and that kind of thing. But that, you know, that's what I thought maybe that you'd call them deep. I just wanted to find out, you know, if they're still biting out there deep.
20, 25 foot deep, we got all of them now.
Yeah. Would say pretty good. I mean, they look like nice ones. I know.
They weren't as big as them I showed you at one week. They're about, I only have 10, 9, 12 inches. These was, they weren't no very big ones.
Yeah, okay. All right. Hard to catch them 3-pounders every trip.
You can't do that. Might catch it all in.
Oh, Lordy. I hear you. I tell you what, did you hear that guy that I just talked to on the phone, Travis? Yeah, they that'd be a good thing to have a good crappie tournament. You know, could have it at the same time. You know, just kind of, I don't know, you guys might mention that to him and get something going on that, and you just have a big crappie tournament there. Same time we're having the bass tournament. Be a good deal. But anyway, I'm glad you caught them, and it's good to see, good to see that you're still catching them. So.
I'll be there again Saturday.
Yeah. Okay. Be careful down there Saturday. There'll be a lot of people on They're having that tournament out of Kingston there. So. Yeah, that'd be a good place. That'd be a good place. Sure will.
Well, good luck there Saturday.
All right, Tony. Appreciate it. Same to you, buddy.
See you.
All right, see you, bud. Okie dokie. That's true. There'll be a crowd, and it's sad to say, yesterday they had that youth from over in Turkey Creek, Mike, jumped in the water. So
I heard he fell out of the boat. Now I don't know what that jumped in the water.
Well, and then I heard, that he went in the water, and that's what I think the way they announced it, had went in the water with a life jacket and in his hand, I think is what they said, and he never came back up. So anyway, and folks, listen, it's that time of year. School's fixing to get out here pretty quick. The water's warming up. People's jet skiing and skiing and wakeboarding and all that kind of stuff, fishing and the whole, the lake's getting crowded. Or it's going to get even worse, but it's getting more crowded than what it was a month ago or 2 months ago, Mike. And
I'm telling you, I was down on that lower end there Saturday, and it looked like there was 40 coming up the lake and 40 going down the lake, and 10 turning circles and 10 upside down and everything else. I never seen anything beat my life. I'm telling you.
Well, everybody gets cabin fever, and when it warms up enough to get out and get in the water, it's wide open. But the thing I wanted to mention was be careful, wear your life jacket, and there's no guidelines out there on the no white lines to keep you in the straight and narrow. But if your intentions is to make a left turn or a right turn, you kind of look behind you.
Yeah, I mean, it's not only jet skiers, but you had the kayakers, you had the sailboats, and you had the big destroyers and everything else out there running. It was just, I'm telling you.
Yeah. So, there's a lot of boat traffic, and like Mike said, these kayakers is getting more and more popular. The good thing, and I say the good thing is they can get into places where we can't with our boats, but they also get out there where we're at with our boats.
Yeah.
So you want to, you got to be vigilant and pay attention. Look around and that kind of thing. And right now, there's a lot of trash on the water, Norris and Watts Bar. So you want to pay attention to that. For sure. So anyway, Dylan, you ready? All right. Hey, folks. I'm down here, Katie. Let's see what happens. I've got something on here I don't know. I don't believe it's a bass. I believe it's a big catfish or something. First cast. Man, it's a dandy. Whatever it is. I'm going to try to get it. I just about guarantee it. It's a big cat. He's staying on the bottom. Get the camera up. I've got the camera up trying to catch up slack on him. Yeah, just what I thought. Look there, what a catfish. Dadgum, that rascal. You varmint, you. Be like Mike. I'm glad I got that thing on a jig. Not on a crankbait. All right, we'll get that one up here and get him off and see what we can come up with. That ain't what I'm looking for. All right, folks, there's another little buck bass. I've caught 4 or 5 of those. Just didn't get them on camera, but there's one. We'll get him back in the water, see if we can get another bite. Oh, I got to get back. Okay. Yeah. All right, what happened, Dylan? Yeah, oh yeah, there's all kinds of footage there. That's going to the Fishing for Missions, should be right there. Yeah. Yeah, that's what we want to show. Hey folks, I'm over here at Loudon Tellico Canal Ramp and attending the Fishing for Missions gathering here. They're going to have a lot of kids fishing here in a few minutes if this rain will just slack up. So we'll see how it goes here. Hey folks, we're here at the Fishing for Missions tent. Just got through talking to Pastor Mark Caldwell, and he and I talked on the phone the other day, and great guy. That's him walking out through there in the wet blue shirt and orange hat. They got the kids thing going on here today, and tomorrow they're going to have a Fishing for Missions bass tournament. And they've got several entries. They usually run about 100 boats. And, you know, they're doing the right thing. I think he told me this late about 20 years. It's got bigger and bigger and bigger. So, these kids are having a ball. And it's a good thing. Kind of milk around and get some film here. These kids fishing. And they started going out in the water. They're soaking wet. I got here and put a rain suit on, and they was out here playing in the rain. So we're going to keep on and see how this goes. They're feeding the people over here at the food tent. All that good stuff. There's Pastor Mark Caldwell, and he's enjoying a hot dog, getting wet. Hey folks, just got through talking to a good gentleman there, Jason Ryder. That's him in the black jacket. And they're heavily involved in this with these kids. And last year I think they had 400 kids here. So we're just going to walk up the bank here and see if somebody gets a bite. So they got prizes and all that kind of stuff. And you know, got a slide and things. Well, they're taking it down. I guess they figured out that the rain's going to run them off. They really got food and slides, water slide, and this that for the kids. So now they're all out here fishing. All right, looks like you guys got the bait. All right, crickets. Okay, nobody using red worms. Everybody's using crickets. Okay, well, that's good. That's good. All right. Okay. Everybody has to use the same bait, undoubtedly, so they're all using crickets. That kind of thing. We'll see how it goes here. Got some more kids down this way fishing, and crickets is the bait, and I hadn't seen anybody land one yet. I don't know. Talked to one little gentleman. He said he had lost 4 or 5 crickets, but he hadn't caught anything yet. So, have you girls caught anything?
I caught 2 fish.
Have you? Great. I wish I'd got them on camera. All right. Okay, maybe they'll get a bite here. We'll see one caught. All right, folks. I'm just going to give you a view of the whole shot here. They got tents set up, and they, like I said, they had some things over there for the kids, but they decided to let it out, let the air out of them for when the rain was coming. But the sun's coming out, and a great group of people, and I told them to let me know when they had another event coming, and they try to get them on the show so let everybody know what's going on. But we had almost over 400. I think they said 600 kids over here last year. So about 5 years, 6 years they've been doing this thing. So hopefully we'll get a little heads up next year and pass the word along on the show. So we'll see y'all Thursday night. Hey folks, Saturday morning here, Lad Landing. Got some of the high school participants here gathered up. They're fixing to have a tournament here. See some Kingston guys, Coalfield. I guess we're waiting on Midway and some of the other folks to get here. We're gonna have a little meeting here and get out in the water. All right, folks, we're in here fishing now. Wes and Colt's up on the front of the boat, and they're beating and thrashing and trying to get a bite. So hopefully that'll happen here shortly, and we'll get a fish in the boat and move on from there. So stay tuned, remember the sponsors, and let's go fishing. All right, got Wes and Colt here. They've got 3 fish, and we're gonna get them out of the live well and get them in the bag. Did you open it up for a drink?
Yeah, I put on it.
Okay. Reach and get them, boys. Let's go. They're waiting on us over at the weigh-in. You can get them. You can get them. Yeah, they're feisty.
We can run up in and they shoot you. Is he slippery? I got him.
Yeah, you got him. All right. Okie dokie. Get the other 2 there right quickest, and let's go.
Come here. Oh, yeah.
All right, yeah.
That looks like it's ready to go on the bed or
Yeah.
got a bloody tail.
You catch that coat?
No.
No.
Well, how many did you catch?
None?
All right.
No keepers.
As a team. That's what I told them coming down. All right, let's go to the weigh-in, guy.
So it's
Okay, folks, we got Colton Keys here and Zach Crow. They're getting their fish out, getting them bagged up. Oh, yeah. By the way, we've got our jerseys. Look nice. Yeah. You boys wouldn't win no beauty contest, but you look pretty good. That's a big old Kentucky.
Spot.
Yeah, Kentucky spotted bass. Sure is. Yeah.
hold that up for
Man.
a second. Let's get a picture of it.
Okay, yeah. All right. Yes, sir. Boy, I'd like to have about a dozen of them to eat. Man, they eat good. There you go. All right, boys. Let's go see how we stand. All right, folks, we're here at the weigh-in. Got a good crowd.
It ain't bad.
You're getting this on camera. He's like, I'm going to get this on camera.
You're not wanted or anything, are you?
Nah.
Okay. Okay, good deal.
Yes, it was. Hey, a bad day fishing still better than a good day doing a lot of other things.
Trust me. I know. I'm filming y'all. And then watch TV.
You mean you're tired? I can't believe that. You only fished, what, 6 hours? Dang it, man. Wait till you ought to go about 12 or 14, then go home and get up and go back that night.
I want to go ride it every day.
I heard that.
Trust me.
I'm with you.
I want to hit the call. I want to hit every fishing tournament that there is. And be the best.
Yeah.
Scott Martin.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of his, but I'm going to beat him somehow.
Sounds
I'm
like
going to be
a
the
good
first
plan.
Tennessee to beat Scott Martin.
All right, good deal.
I'm going to like, Scott Martin, you're next.
Okay. Good. Coach Johnson is the weighmaster. He's the director too, really.
Yeah.
Plus the
He's the
weighmaster.
one that gave me my new rod and reels.
Uh-huh. He's huh?
For big fish, we had a time. 2 fish weighed in at 5 pounds from Wartburg, Noah Googe, and from Kingston, OK High, Matt Staker.
All right. Getting the results of the weigh-in here.
First place, OK High School, Hunter Runyon, Chris McAbee with 11 pounds, 4 ounces.
All right. Good job. Yeah.
Looks like good 30.
See that guy that's giving out the awards? Who do you think he is?
His name is,
That's Frank's boy. Look at him.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he needs to quit being so
All right,
dang
in spirit
hateful
of
to me
Mother's
then.
Day weekend,
Yeah.
this is a woman's pair of fishing sunglasses. So something for your mama if you haven't got her anything yet.
Is he hateful?
Huh?
Is he hateful? Looks like his daddy, but walks like his mama.
Yeah.
857, last 3 numbers, 857.
All right, folks, that concludes the weigh-in. We're going to give away some prizes here, looks like, so we'll save
Fishing
that
line
for
and
another
throwing
day.
something out.
Hey, folks, I'm down here at Caney Creek for the first cast, and I've got something on here I don't know. All right, folks, we're back, and as you can see, Mike, we're getting close to being out of time.
We are.
But that was the high school bass club and down there, and it's good to see them boys competing against one another, against other schools, just like in all other sports. So we're moving right along. Folks, do remember our sponsors: Tim's Tires, Tennessee Tent and Detailing. Weather's been nice. If you hadn't got your vehicle cleaned up and ready to go, for the weekend, you missed a good chance this week. So remember those good folks there right across from Regions Bank. Reynolds Racing Marine. I showed that Phoenix boat last week, Mike.
Yeah.
I'm going to save those commercials. We'll show them next week because they're pretty common. What we got on film now, and we'll save those. And then what we said about corner lot trading. Remember, Reynolds has the satellite place over at 620 Ray Street there in Kingston, right across from Steakhouse, or the pizza place. Yeah, the Steakhouse is on the same side of the road. Yeah. But do if you want to go in there and look at something, the side by sides and the bass boats and the pontoon boats and that kind of thing. Check with them on that. The express aluminum boats. They'll have a little bit of everything over at the satellite store, and you know, you can get in there and look things over. Spend as much time as you want to. Just have to call them, and they'll meet you there. You know, the rest of the sponsors, the sign shop, Citizens First Bank. Mike and I were just talking. You know, we're over 200 and some episodes with the Let's Go Fishing show, Mike.
Yeah.
And
yes, sir.
That was, you know, we're thrilled to be doing the show and want to continue doing it, but we can't do it without the sponsors. And so when you go in and you know, to their business, let them know that. Edgemore Outdoors, man, that place is just, I'm telling you what, it's just busy.
Yes.
I mean, you know, every time I go in up there, it's just people in and out and looking and this, that, and the other. It's because it's a great store. It's just got everything you're looking for. So, want to remember them. How much time we got? 2 minutes? Less than. Okay. So, want to remember all of our sponsors and the CARM and the Bible Printing Ministry and so on and so forth. Want to remember all those. But do let them know. Folks, listen, be careful on the water. God bless you all, and hope to see you next week.
Cheru has no choice. She and millions like her walk miles a day for dirty water. But together, we can end their walk by providing clean water close by. Instead of spending hours walking to get water that makes them sick, girls can be in a classroom, and moms will gain back time to care for their families. Sons and daughters can grow up strong, finally free of sicknesses. It's true. When you just add water, you change a life. Learn more at worldvision.org.
Country Fresh Foods. You may not know the name, but you definitely know the taste. Our homemade fudge is shipped all over the country. Its quality is unmatched, and it's made right here in Oliver Springs. But you don't have to travel all over to enjoy it. You can get it right here at our retail store. Pamela Ann's Fudge, Candy, and Gifts. The highest quality fudge in a countless variety of flavors. And we also carry a variety of candy and unique gifts for you to enjoy. Come enjoy the taste you have loved for years at Pamela Ann's Fudge, Candy, and Gifts in Oliver Springs, a division of Country Fresh Foods.